Yo guys, welcome back to another Everything Bar and Service. My name is Braden, and in this video I'm going to be explaining what is going on in the restaurant and service industry right now. It is some of the worst times and maybe even best times. I'll explain. Check it out.
Everything, yeah. Everything bar and service. If you just left, reverse and come back. Won't you listen to the boy talking that smack about the food drinks?
Alright, so recently we are coming out of this pandemic slowly but surely. It happened last March 20th of 2020. Our restaurant, the restaurant I work at, closed down for several weeks, and then we reopened for to-go. And now we are here in mid-April of 2021. And we're slowly crawling out of this mess. And when I mean slowly, I mean it seems like it's never even happened. Just because the amount of people that are vacationing to Florida and Florida beaches is absolutely insane. And you know, we usually have had a pretty good, pop for spring break and summer break and stuff, but this year I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to be bad because a lot of parts of the country are still kind of closed, and Florida is more just fuck it state and do whatever you want, and that's great for business and that's great for us that work at restaurants, because we are definitely making a living and making more money than we've ever made before. Now, what I didn't think would come along with this, well, understaffed restaurants, including ours and including every single restaurant. I guarantee you could go to any restaurant in the state of Florida right now and they are understaffed. Just ask around. I promise it's happening right now. We have a health inspector that comes in, and she's basically our fake health inspector that basically keeps us on track, and she has about 62 accounts just in this area. Every single one of her accounts is dying for staff. There's just no one out there. And it's very, very tough to execute these numbers, record numbers, with record low staff. So you can only imagine the amount of stress it is put on this industry. So not only is everyone overworked, understaffed, and undervalued, because people coming here are still expecting the same service they've always gotten. And it's just not the same anymore. So restaurants are doing things I have never seen before. Well-established restaurants that never close, or 7 days a week, they're closing for lunch, or they're closing on Mondays and Tuesdays just to give their staff a break, and just to catch up on prep in the kitchen, and just to make sure that the restaurant is clean and safe and ready to go. They have to close down just so we can have a minute to breathe. I mean, it is that insane that places like Chili's are closing half of their dining room, and long time local restaurants are literally just telling people like, no, we can't take any more names on the wait list. I'm sorry, that's it for the night. We have restaurants closing an hour early, 2 hours early, just to keep up, cutting off all to go, which is insane because, with COVID, you think, oh, more people want to go, and more people, all these delivery services are now in place because of COVID, and we're shutting them off. A lot of restaurants are just shutting it off because they can't handle the volume that is actually going on in their restaurant, let alone the amount of to-goes and walk-ins and everything else that is going on in the restaurant. I mean, the kitchens are so bad right now. Like, there's some points in the day where you look up and down the line and there's 2 or 3 guys on the line, and they are just beat because they're on, I don't even want to tell you how many hours these guys are working, but it's definitely an insane amount. There's actually someone that I at another sister location, at a different location of us, that worked a 90-hour work week, and just because there is no one else. And that is absolutely nuts. So on top of the record amount of people in this state right now, Or, I mean, it's gotta be. I haven't fact checked that, but damn. I mean, our sales are up 20-30% from, you know, the year before COVID, because we can't really take last year in consideration because it was a fluke. But yeah, we're still up 20-30%. And I think that's all the way across the board. There's no way. I mean, they're like spring break. I mean, the usual people that will go up north or go somewhere else or go to a different country or whatever, you know, it's just not a thing this year. So everyone's flocking to the beaches of Florida, specifically St. Augustine Beach, and they're wrecking our lives. So, you know, and it's so tough because these people are just flocking in here and flooding in here, and you just try to do your best and just try not to roll your eyes when you see a line at the door before you open. Get on a wait within 30 minutes of being open, and just staying on a wait all day until you close. And then we're on a 2-hour wait until about 8 o'clock. We close at 10. We can't take any more names on the list because I mean, they keep flocking in. What are we gonna do? We're gonna stay open 2 or 3 more hours? We can't, just because these guys are so beat in the back that this would be absolutely insane for them to stay an hour to 2 to 3 extra hours later to, you know, accommodate all these people. So, like I said, these are tough times, and these are very weird times because we're making money, but not in an easy way at all. So if you know anyone that wants to come back to work, come back to work. That's all I gotta say. So I will pretty much give you my opinion as to why no one wants to come back to work. You know, last year hit and all this unemployment started going out. You can see where I'm going with this, right? There's still a majority of people that are still kind of milking that unemployment. The multiple stimulus packages have came out on top of the employment, plus tax returns are hitting right now for a lot of people. A lot of people in this industry get a lot of money back on their taxes, believe it or not. So all this is happening around the same time at spring break, and business is booming. Economically, it's booming, and new restaurants are trying to open, and they're taking more and more staff away from other restaurants for new restaurants, and it is just so paper thin staffing wise. Mainly back of house. Front of house is a little bit easier to staff, just because you can hire, you know, line cooks are a different breed. Let's just put it at that. If you're in the kitchen of a busy restaurant, you're a different breed, and I congratulate you. You are amazing and absolutely insane at the same time, and you know what I'm talking about. So so yeah, that's my opinion as to why people aren't coming back to work. But come back to work, man. This is literally, it is the best time to come back to work. Everybody is hiring. Everybody is having bidding wars on staff. So if you come back to work, you're gonna be making more money than you've ever made as a line cook. If you come back as a server or a bartender, there are so many people in town and so many people out there that the tips have been absolutely insane. So there's endless hours to work. There's endless people to serve. So please, everyone in the industry that has a job is begging you guys to come back to work. Like I said, you can go pretty much anywhere in town or anywhere in the state of Florida and find a job cooking somewhere. I guarantee you, and it's gonna be for more money than what you would expect. So there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. Restaurants doing the craziest things I've ever seen, shutting down half of the restaurants, closing sections down, not taking to-goes, closing a couple days out of the week that you would never close, all that nuts. All that is crazy nuts. Crazy nuts, so crap. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Oh, just so you guys know, I just purchased a drone, so I'm going to be doing some drone footage of this town, this beautiful city that we live in, St. Augustine and St. Augustine Beach. I think I'm going to make some great additions to the videos to kind of spice it up a little bit and give you guys a bird's eye view of what this city is and what it goes through and the amount of people that are here. On top of that, that's all I got. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace!